And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I hope everybody's having a fantastic, what is it today? Tuesday! Welcome to the stream, guys. Tonight, we're gonna be taking a look at some gloves, chat. We're gonna be, creating a list of the best CSGO gloves to invest in right now. Maybe not right away, maybe wait for the sale, maybe wait for a Steam sale, what have you. But we're gonna be taking a look at some decent gloves that I think are good investments. We're starting early. Yes, guys, it's gonna be a shorter stream, 30-minute stream today. I do have some stuff I need to do outside, so I need to get ready for that. So it's gonna be a short stream, but we will get a lot of content in here. We're gonna be taking a look at several different gloves and weighing the pros and cons of each, what price targets should we be targeting, etc, etc. So do me a favor, guys, grab the popcorn, hit the like button, show your support. Let's get started. Okay, so best gloves to invest in CSGO. Let's start with the list. Let's start taking a look at some gloves. Right off the bat, chat, I'll be honest with you. When I think of gloves, I think of there's three types of gloves. There are tier 1 gloves, tier 2 gloves, and tier 3 gloves. Or at least generation gloves. How about that? Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. Gen 1 gloves are the gloves that were, so let's do, okay, so Gen 1 gloves are the gloves that basically came from the glove case, plus the Hydra case. Gen 2 gloves are the gloves that came from the clutch case gloves. And Gen 3 gloves are the gloves that came out with Broken Fang, I suppose. Broken Fang case gloves. So those are the different tiers of gloves that I generally take a look at. Personally, chat, I prefer to invest long-term in the Gen 1 gloves, right? They're older, they're generally more expensive, they're more stable. You generally think that they will probably be good long-term holds, long-term investments. So I prefer Gen 1 gloves. That doesn't mean that you can't invest in Gen 3 gloves or Gen 2 gloves. However, you probably will have better returns on the ones that have higher demand. And the ones that generally have higher demand are the glove case gloves, a little bit of the clutch case gloves, actually a lot of the clutch case gloves we'll get to. And then obviously, very few of the Broken Fang gloves I would say have high demand, but we'll get to that. Hopefully that makes sense. Vice gloves well worn. Yeah, Vice gloves are good gloves. Doesn't matter if you get them in battle scarred, well worn, field tested. They're still really good gloves. Hello, Maestro. Yo, Aaron, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. We're gonna have a Steam sale today. A sticker sale today. Chat, can we please get some pray G's in the chat? Get some prayers going, chat, please. Somebody, start a prayer chant going in chat. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hopefully, hallelujah. Yeah, hopefully we can get a sale tonight. That would be very nice. If the sale does come out tonight, I'll be doing tons of orders, tons of buys. So those of you guys that follow me on my Patreon, you guys will have, or tier 3 on YouTube, you guys will get alerted. You guys will get alerts depending on what I buy and sell. So hopefully I'll have some more Patreon posts and some buy and sell alerts on my Discord for those of you tier 3 and up for that. But again, really depends on when the sale is going to come out. Hopefully it comes out today. If not, we'll have to wait and see. Also, real quick disclaimer before we get started into each individual glove. We're not going to go through every single glove in CSGO, but we will get through most of them. I do want to draw your attention, guys. Those of you that are active over on Twitter, I do have a giveaway potential. Basically, I made a tweet this morning saying, hey, if the Paris sale doesn't come out this week, so if today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, if we don't see a sale, right? No sale this week, right? I will give away a gold Zywoo sticker. All you got to do is just follow and then retweet this tweet. Really, really simple. No strings attached. But I do think there will be a sale this week, so hopefully there is a sale. But if there isn't, at least there is something you guys can look forward to. $50, easy profit. So Fano CSGO on Twitter for that. Okay. Enough said. Actually, wait, real quick before we get to the gloves, I want to thank a few subs. We got Strong. Thanks so much for subscribing. Christopher. We got Kiramaz with the sub. Thank you, Carlos, for subscribing. And Satanas Gaming. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. And obviously, we have a ton of new members, or sorry, resubs for the members. So thank you guys so much for renewing your channel memberships. All the information is in the description if you want to become a channel member. Okay, let's get to the good stuff, chat. Let's see, what are some good gloves to invest in right now? And I'm just gonna start things off. I think Vice gloves are pretty good. They're pricey, but I think they are good. I think they will hold their value. I think they will rise over time, slowly but surely. Why? Why do I say that? Well, Vice gloves, because they are pink. Why pink? Unique. They are excuse me, they are colorful, unique, rare-ish. They used to be rare, but I mean, they're still pretty rare, hard to unbox. Everybody wants them. I mean, popular. They're in demand. Popular in demand. Like, I literally got trolled on Twitter this morning. I saw a tweet. Onipixel unboxes Vice gloves. Who saw that tweet, chat? Press 1 if you saw that tweet, right? I got baited. I was like, holy shit. My boy Oni, he unboxed. He finally got something good from his, his hobby, right? I look over there and I see the racing green or whatever the heck he unboxed, and I was like, oh my lord, I just got clickbaited on Twitter. So, I mean, it happens. So, people love Vice gloves, chat. People love Vice gloves. So yeah, everybody wants Vice gloves. Keep that in mind. So yeah, Vice gloves are a plus. That being said, you want to monitor the charts. You want to monitor the charts and make sure that you get in at a good price.
Yo, could you check out this orc craft? Fake Medusa, I will give this away. Maybe your subs want to participate.
Yo, what the hell? F it Shakespeare with the $5 donation. Thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate it. Yo, can you check out this opcraft? Fake Medusa will give this away. Maybe your subs want a giveaway. What? You want me to give away an op for my community? Wait a minute, hold on. Something's not right here. Hold on. Thank you, I appreciate the donation, but, I do have a stream to run, so hold on. Yikes. You linked me to a YouTube video. We'll talk later, but I do appreciate the donation, man. Thank you. And also, guys, thanks so much for subscribing. Natural Power and I can't pronounce that. Crypto. Thank you so much, man, for the free sub. Thank you, man. Okay, so Vice gloves, chat. Vice gloves, pink colored. When I say pink, chat, I mean pink colored. It's unique. You don't have too many gloves, if any, that are pink. You have purple gloves, right? You know, Pandora's box. You have the Imperial Blades, right? But you don't have pink gloves. And say what you will about the color pink, it's definitely unique. It definitely stands out, and a lot of people want something that's different, right? Something that's unique. So Vice gloves are good. You want to be careful when you buy them. You want to make sure you get in at a good price. Wait for a dip. Maybe wait for the Steam sale. Wait for the Paris stickers to come out. Don't rush to buy them right away. Get in at a good price. Don't get scammed. Apart from Vice gloves, chat, I would say, since we're on the topic of like clutch case gloves, right? These gloves are found from the clutch case, the revolution case. I think it's pretty safe to say that we're not going to get any more CSGO cases that contain these gloves. You know, they kept the clutch case in the game for like 5 years, chat. Fun fact, right? It was released in 2018. So 5 years later, they released a second case that has the same gloves. If they wanted to keep recycling them, they would have added more and more cases, right? I think the maximum is like 3 cases that contain gloves, right? So I think 2 is the maximum. I don't think we're going to see more cases with the Vice gloves. That's my own personal opinion. Again, anything can happen when CS2 comes out, but it is pretty safe to say that it'll be only for these 2 cases. So yeah, Vice gloves are very, very good. Apart from Vice gloves, let's see, what are some other gloves from this collection that we can take a look at? A lot of people talk about, you know, the Hydra case gloves, and since people are talking about it, I want to bring it up. The reason there's a lot of hype and demand regarding these gloves, chat, is because apparently, I don't know if it was like leaked or whatever, but these come in different patterns in CS2. That's why a lot of them stonked in value over the past few weeks. People started talking about them after a recent update. Basically, in CSGO, they are all these gloves look the same. In CS2, apparently, they come in different varieties, different shades of blue, different type of pattern, right? And they're pattern-based, right? Again, be careful when it comes to pattern-based skins and gloves when you're investing, especially before CS2 comes out. Just because right now they are pattern-based in CS2 doesn't mean that they can't revert back to what it was in CSGO. It could just be a glitch temporarily. We don't know for sure. We don't have the insider information, and obviously we don't have hindsight to warn us. So if you are buying these gloves, be very, very careful. Don't overpay too much. And just know, if you buy 100 of them, you're either going to hit the lottery when CS2 comes out, or you're going to be living under a bridge. And yeah, you're betting the whole house on it, so be careful. Don't do that. Okay, I talked about that, but they are at a pretty interesting price. A little bit cheaper, I would have liked them. But anyways, let's keep going. What are some other good gloves? Crimson Webs aren't as popular as they used to be, so I'd probably stay away from them. I do think the Mogul gloves are pretty good, but most people don't really appreciate them enough, so I do like Moguls. They are from the same case. Amphibious gloves seems to be pretty popular, but they're expensive, so like, I don't know, man, like, when do you guys, I guess before you even build a, compile a list of, potential best gloves to invest in for CS2, right, you need to think, and ask yourself, when is the next generation of gloves going to be released, right? So we have Gen 1 gloves, Gen 2 gloves, which were, I think, 2018. Gen 3 gloves, were they 2020, chats? I think they were 2020. When was Broken Fang? I forget. Broken Fang case was like 2020, end of 2020, 2021. So we can do like 21. So that's like 3 years. So maybe Gen 4 gloves come out 2024? Question mark? So a lot of this comes down to, okay, let's say in 2024 we get a brand new generation of gloves. Brand new gloves, they look cool, right? Maybe they look good, maybe they look better. Which gloves, how should I say this? Which gloves are rare enough and good enough for them to hold their value or even maintain their value even though new items get added? Because listen, when they add new gloves, and if the new gloves look amazing, the older gloves will definitely take a hit. How much of a hit depends on obviously a lot of factors, and that's why the list that I generally want to create are ones that people want, have high demand. Now, are they gonna, like, if they release a glove that is pink and then, similar to the Vice gloves, yes, the Vice gloves will like tank. They will go down a lot. So there's always risk. Keep that in mind, chat. Always, always, always understand, if you're investing in gloves, obviously you're using them as a play skin, right? You're equipping them, so there's always that value for a factor from them. You're getting value while you're using them, but always know that they could change it on a dime. They could always, introduce a new case and, give us new gloves or better gloves or reintroduce gloves, right? They could always do that, chat, so please keep in mind. It's not as safe as vanilla knives. Vanilla knives do not get added into new generation of cases, right? When you release a knife like a paracord knife, you're not going to get a vanilla paracord knife, for example, in a case that comes out maybe a year from now that contains gamma Dopplers or chromic knives like the Doppler knives, right? You're not going to get those vanillas in that case, right? So keep that in mind. They're not the same safety when it comes to glove investments as there are knife investments or vanilla knife investments. Vanillas are still safer. I just want to make that crystal clear. Okay, so apart from that, yeah, Vice gloves, Hydra gloves, there's a potential high risk, high reward. I would be very cautious if I were an investor here. Let's see, what else? What are some other gloves, chat? What are some other good gloves that we can take a look at? I mean, I hear good things about the slingshots. They've already kind of risen, but apparently they look really good in CS2. So as long as you buy them, I mean, I guess now or when the sale comes out or something, like in the next few weeks or whatever, and maybe you cash them out before the next glove update, before we get new gloves, maybe that might be a good trade. You hold them for a year, year and a half, 2 years, and whatever appreciation you get, you cash out and you lock in those gains. I mean, here's the thing. These look, a lot of people like how they look in CS2. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they're pretty basic. What do I mean by that? I mean, they're just sports gloves, which I love sports gloves, but they're red. They're red. There's nothing too crazy about them. No pattern on them. Nothing really, like, they look good. Don't get me wrong. The color on the palms are a bit weird. I don't like the color personally. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but they're good gloves. if the Gen 4 glove comes out that's red or similar or maybe has an even better design, this thing was gonna tank. So if you buy now and you hold too long, maybe the price tanks when, you know, the 4th generation gloves come out. So I do want to make something really crystal clear here in the notes here. Please note that most investments, especially when it comes to gloves, will be short to long-term holds. Meaning, I would say 6 months to about 1.5 year, 1.5 year in the glove cycle. We usually have gloves that are added to the game every 3 or 4 years. We are currently 1.5 years away, give or take, for a new generation of gloves. So I would say hold on to any gloves you buy now. Consider, chat, I'm not saying sell, but consider locking in profit 6 to a year or 2 years from now. If there is significant profit, like if it somehow goes up like 30% or 40, 50%, like that's crazy, right? For gloves, I would consider taking some profits and then funneling it to something else. Remember, guys, these investments are more expensive investments. You generally want to invest in them after you've made a lot of profit. So again, maybe you don't buy them right now. Maybe you buy them in a couple months. Maybe you buy them in 6 months. You don't have to, like, you know, I'm looking through this lens as a long-term investor. I'm not really looking for like a quick trade. Listen, can CS2 come out and, you know, Hydra gloves stonk? Absolutely. You want to buy a pair and wait, you know, get in before the herd, get in before everybody gets in when CS2 comes out? Great. Play that gamble, play that investment, or that trade, I should say. Do it. Nothing wrong with that. Just be wary of the risks, right? So, some are longer term plays. Vice gloves, if I was an owner of Vice gloves, which I am, I would not be a seller here. I would be a buyer. I would be a holder. And when CS2 comes out, maybe I cash out, or maybe I keep holding. I don't know. We still got plenty of time until new gloves come out. Hydra gloves, I probably cash out as soon as CS2 comes out when there's a huge pop in price, or sorry, if there's a huge pop in price. I want to make that crystal clear. Any sort of spike increase when CS2 comes out, I would be a seller, especially for Hydra gloves. Apart from that, all right, I've been rambling on. Let me actually pop out the chat and actually read what you guys are saying here. Hopefully you guys have any suggestions. What are some other gloves that we can take this conversation to? It might be Thursday or next week. What, the sale? I hope it's this Thursday or today even, but hey, Fano, short to long term is 100% of my investments. Maybe you mean medium to long term. Yeah, I guess medium, I suppose, would probably be the right way to say it. Imperial plates are great because they lower the price. Great color, WW. Or yeah, well, Warren Field tested look really good. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Imperial plate gloves are expensive looking. Budget Pandora alternative. Hold until after CS2 gets released, but before the next generation of gloves get added. You want to be able to hold them before, or sorry, sell them before new gloves get added. Why? Well, if another generation comes out with purple gloves that maybe look better, this one will definitely take a hit because it is the cheaper budget alternative. Just keep that in mind. It has room to grow, but it also has room to fall. Which glove is your personal favorite to invest in? I mean, there's tons of really good gloves. Like, if I had a lot of money, like, listen, chat, listen, if I had an unlimited supply of money right now, what gloves would I be buying? I'd be buying superconductors. I'd be buying, let's see here, Spearmins. I'd be buying Moto Glove Spearmins, maybe in like minimal wear flavor, right? Spearmins, minimal wear, low flow, field tested. I'd be buying, yeah, superconductors, minimal wear, factory new. Let's see, what are some other good gloves? I mean, you know, Crimson. Actually, no, Hedge Maze is probably better than Crimson. Hedge Mazes I like. They're green. They look really good. They're sports gloves. Get them in lower float. Low flow field tested. Hedge Mazes are nice. Long-term growth. Or at least they hold their value. And they are high demand. And they're from a good case. You know, they're from 2 very good old cases. If the cases rise, so too the gloves will rise. So demand for gloves rises, cases rise. They're linked together. So this is perfect. Perfect example of good quality gloves. They're a good green color. They're bright. Great with combos and crafts. Okay. Let's see what's chat saying here. What about the fade gloves, marble fade? You can take a look at them, but I would say stick to colors that are primary colors. Stick to colors that fit with knives, like ruby knives, tiger tooth knives. Stick to gloves that fit print streams, that fit, you know, color themed, expensive themed inventories. Fades, you know, fit with fade knives, I guess, right? You know, that could work, but I would argue that more people can afford a variety of green colored skins or red colored skins, not just knives, than people can afford fades, right? Not too many people can afford a fade knife, let alone like a high tier fade, right? So if you're gonna invest in like a regular fade gloves, I mean, it's just like you're appealing to how many people? Like most people, when they build inventories, they build it off of like, all right, I have a really, really high tier ruby, then I'm gonna probably have really nice red gloves. I have a really high tier fade. I mean, fade you can actually match with a lot of different gloves though. That's the thing, and that's another thing why I don't like the marble or the marble fades and the regular fades. You can actually match fade knives with too many like different colored gloves. Meanwhile, if you get an emerald, you're matching it with hedge mazes. If you get even a phase 2 emerald or whatever, you're still matching it with hedge mazes. You're matching it with crimson webs. You're matching it with turtle gloves, right? Yeah, so I would go for pretty simplistic gloves. I would go with superconductors. I would go with maybe amphibious. I would go with hedge mazes, crimson kimonos, gloves that are simple but expensive. Maybe they're rare, old, what have you. Field agent gloves, a little bit more speculative. They're okay. Not the biggest fan of them, but I guess for the right price, that's not bad. What about white gloves? Exactly, that's why I said Spearman's, chat. The reason I said Spearman's is because of white, because of Pandora's, not Pandora's box, because of, what's that glove, or that skin called? Because of Print Stream, chat. Print Stream knives, or sorry, Print Stream knives, Print Stream skins. Imagine they add Print Stream knives. That actually would be kind of crazy, but either way, I think these gloves are definitely underrated. They used to be very popular. They went down in value, and then recently, I think there's a resurgence of them. So I do like them. I'm cool with my default gloves. Exactly. Thank you for the streams, by the way. Love the knowledge. Hey, one tap cap. Thank you, man. I picked up a StatTrak field tested print stream 3x Cope Wolves. Let's go. Copenhagen Wolves, yes. Worth holding, man. Print stream is worth holding. Hold on to that. Wait for CS2 to come out, and then if it stonks in value, if there's a bubble, obviously I'll make a video on the bubble. I'll make a video on the CS2 announcement, blah, blah, blah. Maybe consider selling with any like huge price appreciation. I'll make videos to help you out, for sure. What about duct tape hand wraps? Duct tape hand wraps. Let's take a look at it. Duct tape hand wraps. A little too generic for me. I know they're very cheap. They're found in 2 cases, Revolution and Clutch. If you get them in the right flow, maybe like minimal wear or something, I probably wouldn't go with factory new just because you can't appeal to too many people with factory new. You gotta, like, I don't know, even minimal wear, they look kind of weird, so maybe stay away from duct tapes. I know they're cheap, chat. If you want more budget alternatives, I know like the gloves that I mentioned so far have been pretty pricey, so maybe if we can find like a not budget themed, but like a budget gloves. Like, I think the Scarlet Shamocks are kind of underrated. If you get them in like low flow field tested, that might be an interesting play. They are found in 3 cases, by the way, so there is that. But Scarlets are pretty underrated. Slingshots are already kind of pricey, even in field tested. Like if you look at their chart, you should have got them when they were like 600. Now they're well over that in, field tested, but maybe you've missed the boat on them. I'd probably look elsewhere. That's why I said the Scarlet Shamocks probably make more sense. Res on the red. Yeah, the color is okay. Maybe get one in like low float field tested, minimal wear. I don't know. I mean, they are driver gloves though. Did people use driver gloves, chat? Not too familiar. I usually only invest in like sports gloves or specialist gloves. Those are just personally my favorite. Strafe, thanks so much for the sub, dude. Appreciate the support. Let's see. The Shamocks look really good in CS2. Nice, let's go. That's what I like to hear. What do you think of the bronze morph, since the wear isn't that bad anymore? And that was the weird thing, especially about them, anything except factory new was scuffed. I would say the bronze morph, it wasn't just the wear that was the problem with it. The colors are kind of weird. Like, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, like the colors are just weird. You're mixing like green and red, and it's just like it's not even pattern based, I don't think, right? Like it doesn't even come in different patterns. So I personally would just I probably would not be parking my money in here. Why don't you just invest in cases? That's actually a valid question, Path. And here's the thing. I mentioned it earlier in the stream, and I'm going to mention it again. You buy these gloves, A, because they have utility. You can use these gloves in your matches, right? You can't use cases in your matches. Like, there's no utility for cases apart from just gambling and opening them, right? So gloves you actually get to enjoy while you're investing. So, like, you're invested in them, and you get to enjoy them, right? You're playing with them. And then, apart from that reason, also, there are more high tier than cases. There's fewer of them out there. They're a collector item, desired item, what have you, and I mean, they're a rare special item. Everybody's talking about them. Everybody's, you know, gambling these days and, you know, exercising their hobbies or whatever you want to call them. So everybody's heard of gloves. Everybody loves gloves or knives or whatever. So you'll always find a buyer in the future for any pair of glove, really. You always find somebody who wants to buy them. Honestly, the main selling point is this. You want to put your money into something stable that has room to grow and that you can enjoy. What fits all of those boxes? Gloves. Apart from knives, gloves, right? So I decided to make this stream to be a little bit different than, you know, the type of streams I've been doing the last few weeks. Am I saying that you should sell your entire inventory, forget about Paris investing, and go all in on just investing in gloves? No, that's not what I'm saying. Absolutely not. Don't do that. That is risky and stupid. What I am saying is, you know, if you have some extra money laying around, maybe consider buying some of these gloves within the next few weeks or months or whatever, or maybe after Paris, right? After you've made your Paris profit, maybe park some of that money into some of these gloves. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully that makes sense. Omega gloves are good gloves. I like them. Yes, they're yellow. They fit great with lures, with tiger tooths. Big fan of them. Snow leopards, they fit well with prince streams. Same with king snakes. They are clean. They're old. Both of them are solid investments. White gloves are the best? Yes. Yes, they are definitely one of the best, but it depends on the knife, really. Gloves for my Desert Hydra fano. Desert Hydra gloves, honestly, my gloves are pretty good. The foundations, I've tried Hydra with it. Desert Hydra, this thing looks really good with the orange. The orange gloves, super nice. Big fan of the Hydra combo. Tiger Strikes are also really good. Tiger Strikes are good too. Okay. There is a glove that has my name in it? Yes, the Snow Leopard. Yes, there is. Let's see here. I have .11 minimal wear driver glove Imperial Plaid. I'm holding until after the next glove release. I don't think they will add another purple pair. You never know, wannabe hutch. You never know, so be careful. That would be my recommendation to you. Be careful with the Imperial Plaids. You buy them now, you get your profits. If it doubles, great, sell. Don't get too comfortable is what I'm trying to say. When you invest in gloves, you know, make sure you know where in the cycle you are, right? Right now, we're halfway through the cycle. There should be another year and a half, maybe 2 years until we start to see new gloves. When we get new gloves, then I'd kind of get worried. What happened to the Gamma case today? I'll quickly take a look at it. Gamma case, did it get pumped? It's currently going for $2.39. What happened to it? Did it crash? It sort of crashed. Went from 270 to 230. What happened? Plain and simple. Somebody who had hundreds of them, or a big bag, decided to quick sell them. He decided to sell them fast on the market, right? He decided to sell them for whatever the guys were willing to buy using buy orders, right? And he offloaded a bunch of them for cheaper and cheaper prices, pushing the prices down. Now, I'm not saying it's one person, but it starts with one person, and then more people, you know, funnel in, and they're like, oh, price is going down. I want to lock in some gains. Let me sell as well. Sell. And then you get more people selling, and you have this downward price movement. So yeah, that's what happens. More sellers than buyers. Rename your purple gloves Mace Windu's lightsaber. I like that, dude. That's epic. And now he'll buy when it's super low. Easy money. I mean, hey, yeah, that's the whole basis of crypto, honestly. Like, a lot of whales do that, yeah. Push the price down, buy it when it's cheap, rinse and repeat. Easy. Pays to have a lot of money, chat. It is what it is. Okay. Let's see here. What do you think about the Emerald Web gloves? Cheaper green Gen 1 gloves than the Hedge Maze. Emerald webs are good because they are pattern-based, and I like pattern-based gloves. So yes, emerald webs would definitely be a vibe. I definitely would agree that you can invest in them. I don't think we're going to see too many green knives or green gloves added. I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. If we do get a new case with gloves, it'll probably be only one pair of green gloves. And who knows if it's going to be better or worse. You got the rarity factor, you got the old factor, the collector factor. I would go for that. The rich get richer. Yes, the rich do get richer. Oh, please, everyone knows the racing green gloves are the best. What? What? The racing green gloves? No. Here's the thing. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, chat. Maybe I am. I think I am biased. The racing green gloves. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of moto gloves. Wait, did he say racing greens or moto? Oh, wait, no. Racing green gloves. All right, he was being sarcastic, chat. He was being sarcastic. These are the most basic gloves that you can possibly imagine. For a second, I got confused. I thought you meant the other racing one. The racing, no, the moto, what was it called? Sport? No, shoot. Moto gloves finish line. Yeah, that's the one. I got it confused with this one. Yeah, I probably would not be investing in this one. It's a new pair of gloves. The colors aren't amazing. Maybe in like low floats when it looks kind of clean, it probably is better. But what generation are the Arid gloves? I'll let you know. Arid gloves are from the glove case, Hydra case. They're Gen 1 gloves. They are original gloves. So yeah, Arids are definitely on the list. They are definitely on the list of gloves that have potential. Any sort of, I would honestly say, chat, if you're looking to invest, here's a tip. Generally speaking, go for sport gloves and specialist gloves. Those are the ones that tend to be more expensive, tend to fetch more demand, and tend to have nicer looking gloves, generally speaking. Now, again, this is all preference. Some people prefer motos, drivers, what have you. Everybody's different, right? Most people prefer the sports gloves, and most of the expensive gloves are from these two categories. Hopefully that makes sense. And if you're going to look for gloves, keep in mind, look for gloves that are singular in color, fit nicely with expensive knives like rubies, sapphires, emeralds, Dopplers, tiger tooths, and vanillas. Kind of easy to pair with vanillas though, but slash Prince Stream skins. If you guys can follow this strategy, and I'm sure you'll do well. Also, be mindful of the price and don't overpay too much for the gloves. Low float, field tested, is generally better than overpaying for minimal wear, any float. Hopefully you guys can take this tip. This is a pretty good pro tip when investing in gloves. Take that to the bank and use it to your advantage. What about sports gloves Nox? Same thing. They fit very nicely with a lot of different knives. They're black and white. Very good, very good. I like it. Nox RAW. Opinion on snow leopards as an investment. Only other white glove, and they are not as scratched as king snakes. Yeah, I think they're good. The only problem is they're in 3 cases that are relatively new, so they're still dropping. So it's not as rare, but it definitely is. They're good. Let me just say they're good. I wouldn't buy dozens of them. I wouldn't buy many of them, but I would say if you buy a snow leopard today, you'll probably make money in a year or 2 from now. It's not going to be something magnificent, something crazy fast, unless the entire market starts stonking, but it's pretty good. Let's see here. Since I have the viewer pass, I can get them cheaper than market. What are you talking about? Hey Fano, I have marble gloves fade battle scards in 0.64 float. Is that a good investment? I would personally avoid that. Battle scarred gloves, generally you avoid. Marble fades, even worse. Actually, do they show wear? No, they definitely show wear. Gloves that show huge wear and tear and change color when, in a bad way, I'd probably stay away. I would consider selling your marble fades, take that profit, put it into Paris, make some nice money from Paris or from Antwerp or whatever you invest in, and then take that profit and put it into a higher tier glove, something that is not as beat up, something that is low flow field tested, something that is rarer, maybe from Hydra case. If you follow that, that progression, you'll probably be very happy. What is your current favorite investment? Is it Paris stuff? I actually haven't invested in Paris yet. I'm still waiting for the sale. I have a lot of investments. Those of you that follow me on the Patreon, link is in the description. You guys, investor role, you have full access to my entire skin portfolio, my buys and sells. Whenever I, create a new buy order or I sell something, I usually post it there. Or you can become a channel member through YouTube, tier 3 and up. Yeah. How about the Broken Fang Jades? I like them. And why I like them? Because they're green. Because they're shiny. In CS2 chat, Jade skins, like the AUG, are shiny. They're colorful. They're green. Any sort of green, I am a fan of, chat. If you watch my latest YouTube video, my short video on mobile device today, I am a big believer of green color. The green color will rise in the next couple of months, in my opinion. Green stickers, green gloves, green knives, all of it would be very, very nice. The year of the green, chat. Literally, we're going to be making a lot of money bags this year, so hopefully you guys are along for the ride. Okay, guys, I do gotta bounce. It is 5:30. I did say it was going to be a short stream today. However, if I didn't get to answer your question about gloves, please use the comments. This video or this stream gets saved. It gets recorded. You guys can rewatch any part of it as much as you like. So please leave a comment saying, okay, Fano, I'm thinking of investing in XYZ, this glove. Is it a good investment, right? I will analyze it and I will give you as best of a response as I can come up with when I get back from my appointment. Hope you guys have yourselves a fanotastic rest of your Tuesday, chat. Much, much love. Happy glove investing. There should be a really juicy video coming out tomorrow, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, chat. Much, much love. Mwah. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.